You make your way back to Dokos, and Finn is waiting for you next to the waystone. Hey, welcome back.
Greetings, Finn. We have much success from our trip.
I hope it's good news, 'cause you're looking pretty wounded, to say the least.
Uh, we did want to cause some danger, yes, but we were able to handle it.
Aye. Well, tell me what happened after you left.
Well, sadly, the last time we were here, I guess we did not mark things properly, as we searched for the grove with a portal that led to a strange place, but we could not find it from all directions on the map. So we started searching around, and we ended up finding a hill. Um, Strange, as it has these blue flowers on it, but when you touch them, gives you almost kind of an electric shock. Only the first time, but it's the only hill around in the plains. So we climbed on top of it and started trying to get our bearings. We did pick some of the flowers as well. I'll show them one of the flowers I picked.
Aye. That sounds interesting, at least.
And then we started searching for the grove. We ended up finding it not too far long after. Though it was sweltering hot and there was a lot of like mist started forming, but we were able to get there before we lost in the mist. But there, we refilled our rations, and the water was still purified and holy, and it felt really refreshing. We decided to fill up both water skins and everything else, and um, else Elsie ended up finding a silver trinket when we got to the grove. It almost looked like it was left-handed, but not of like how the cultists have it, which is a palm, but with two index fingers. Um, the index and middle finger combined
Yeah,
together.
the first Tenzian emperor was left-handed, so I think that has something to do with this cutting of left hands and left-hand symbols.
I see. Now tell me, was there anything else?
In the grove, not that we could see, but we decided to, because it's has purified waters and everything else, decided to pray towards our gods, and Elsie's prayed to hers but did not receive an answer. I prayed to whatever god is in the grove for a blessing, and soon we were surrounded by a mist around us. So we had a blessing to possibly purify the whatever's beyond the portal. So we put our palms there and transported ourselves there. There, beyond there was this large creature, more maggot than humanoid, um, and it awoke, and we fought it, and we found that the holy water was really useful against it, as it cleansed it and melted the creatures in the rock globs.
Hey,
But
that's pretty good.
it is, but Elsie did get affected by the rock globs. But she poured some of the water on herself, and it seemed like it cured her. But before she was fully cured, she tried to teleport out but couldn't. But when no rock gloves were on her, she was able to get out of there.
Mm.
So, being affected by this pestilence in the temple without a way to cleanse yourself is not a good thing.
Aye. Aye. That's not good at all.
We refilled ourselves of water and bandaged ourselves up, but we heard another creature approaching. We ambushed it and quickly took it out with water as well. We decided to try to explore the complex. There, Shaka found a hidden lever behind a wall, and we opened it up and we found a room with multiple doors connected to it. We opened and started searching each room, and we found more bed shapers. Some of them had corpses, some were clean, some had walking corpses. Um, we easily dealt with them, but then we heard what sounds like multiple, like little creatures moving around, skittering across the floor, and we saw that there were roaches. We hid, and they started eating upon the flesh of the corpses, and by the time they were gone, there was nothing left but bones.
I'd recommend for the next party to bring a strong pesticide and some bait for it.
Or fire.
Pesticide. Sounds troubling to me.
Or some way to throw flame.
But we checked across the room and we found what seemed like more like a kitchen. Uh, Most of it was spoiled. Had a metal stove that had a like a little small chimney that went up into the ceiling. So that must lead out of somewhere. Throughout the whole dungeon, though, it was damp and mossy, and there was no windows. So I'm thinking that this facility is under the grove, but that's just a theory.
Aye. Good as theory of it as anything else, I say.
And then we went south in the dungeon, took a long corridor, and we've turned around a corner where we found another door, and it continued going on. We opened it, searched the room, and we found a statue of what we believe is a completed god that they've been defiling, but it was not defiled as its left hand was not cut off. And if everybody's fine, Ada would like to show them the silver statue.
Do you have any among you who might know of gods of Tenzile?
I'm afraid not. Not that I know of, anyways. They'd be heretics if they did. Though I know now we're laxing on things. If they've been passing down tales for generations, they're not loyal to Tenzile. Though I wouldn't be against getting any information we could out of them before doing the deed. But I don't know them, unfortunately.
But they seem to be trying to defile this god by cutting off his hand, the holy symbol, desecrating it with blood and other matters. So finding one that's not defiled might come in handy. But we decided to start heading back as it was getting late, and we didn't want to be in a dungeon at night. So we camped out at the grove and came back here to report and possibly see, as we did bring back some of the holy water, if it could help people that are really injured at this facility. As, like I said, it seemed to have a holy effect to fight against this pestilence.
Aye, you can help try it on the sick and we'll see if it works. I appreciate your work. And I appreciate you working on the map as well. I'll give you each a good 25 Nelia for what you did, plus obviously you can keep your treasure with taxes. And you can charge what you will if your magic works on the sick, assuming they'll even take it.
There's proof enough here. I don't know if Elise has any skin of where the maggots burrowed in showing.
It seems to have healed by now. Though she still hurts on the inside.
Well, the water might be able to help with that. They drink it.
Aye. Well, I'll leave you to it, and thank you for your efforts and work. And I'll see you around if you return at a later date. Get some rest for now, though.
I don't plan to leave just yet.
Aye. That's good. Let your wounds heal, and then go back there and show those bastards what's for.
Well, like I said, we have blessing, so it seems like the god wants us to do it.
Aye. Maybe it's a servant of one of the 10. But that's something we'll have to find out later. And he nods his head, and with that he takes the map and presses it against the waystone to update it and fix it. And that will be the end of this session.